Hey, right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Checking out your boy, P-Funk. Thinking right out here on my deck in the daylight doing what I do for you. Alright? I got a good lesson today. A question was asked by one of my students. I appreciate that. If you have any questions about right thinking, concepts, and understanding what we do, ask question. I'll put in the lesson and I'll explain it to you in the lesson. That's what I do for you. Writing 25 really live by storytelling, story with a message, message in a story for life. These are life lessons. I give them. I hope you be getting them. Let's start with the mission. Right thinking, mission statement. The mission is to enlighten you, inspire you, educate you, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment and get you to know you. I hope you're enjoying this. I am. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of spiritual enlightenment. Name the game, right thinkers. All right, let's see you. All right, you got the question. Know thyself. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Avoid them, disregard them at all costs. Don't care, don't be them. A person who knows not but knows that they know not, it's simple. I can teach you. Tune in. That's why I do what I do for you. A person who knows not and believe that they know, dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is asleep. My job is to wake you up. Tune in. I got you too. Come on. Excuse me. A person who knows and knows that they know, wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Know thyself. Into my eye, true. Oh, I love that balance. You will too, once you see how it works for you in real life. Okay? She didn't get that title and uphold it all this time if it wasn't what they said they're going to do. Okay? Truth don't change. Let's go. This one is right thinkers. Let's talk about the three phases of Ra. I was asked, well, Ra got three? Yes. And the analogy is Ra is like life. At one time, in order to get into the city of Egypt at the time, certain times, you had to ask the Sphinx the riddle. And if you didn't answer the riddle right, it was going to be a problem. So the idea is to get knowledge and understanding. Why? It will serve you. It's power. All right. Here you go. Ra, a.k.a. the sun, the visible part of Amun, which is the hidden one. Amun Ra Ptah, the three phases of life, the three phases of Ra. We're going to go over that right now. I'm going to break it down for you. All right. Now, Ra has three phases. Again, sunrise. He's Kepri, the scabbard head, be the wind. You see him with the scabbard head, the body, big guy, but he has scabbard head. That signifies creation, self-creation. When they come out of the dung, full grown, they just scatter. So they use that concept. They use the animal gifts to anthropomorphize their concepts in human form. We'll get to that later. But that's the whole concept. You see the body with a head of a scarab, or you see a head of a hawk. Those are all anthropomorphized concepts that they knew the gift of that particular animal. We get to that next, but that's a good lesson. All right, here you go. Ra gives us light. The sun rays give earth, feed the earth so plants and flowers can grow. It takes care of nature. It's self-sustaining. But these are aspects that the Egyptians told you about, explained to you, and laid out so you can understand it. They didn't teach us this in school. They did not, and they won't. Ra, the sun, God's eye in the sky, sees all, hence all-seeing eye. When that sun come up, it lights up everything that's here. Okay? Everything was emphasized, or they try to give it to you concept so you can understand it. Remember, they didn't read, so they had to give pictures so they can understand. Is a picture worth 1,000 words? That's where it comes from. Everything that we pretty much do come from Egypt. Ra has to fight. Now, in the concept, when Ra shines light all day on everything, but guess what? Ra even have a schedule. After 12 hours, he's going in He got to do what he got to do in the underworld. I use the phrase, if you hear any noise, it's me and the boys. That's Ra calling on all his boys to help him fight in the underworld. That's another lesson, but that's a good one. I like that one too. All right. His job is to fight through the underworld and get through the big serpent in the underworld called Apep or Apophis, his arch enemy. Apophis wants everything to be dark and chaotic. Ra wants light. So he brings light to the underworld and struggle the whole time to get through to come back in his side to do his thing for another 12 hours before he do battle. It's an ongoing cycle. Trust me. It's life. Microcosm. Alright? Now, Kepri, the morning sunrise. The guy with the scarab here, he has an identity. He has a concept. They put every aspect of nature, concepts of human beings, and anthropomorphize them so that you can understand it. So I can teach you philosophically. We can go in like we're doing now. The reason why you got the scarab here, because the scarab represents self-creation. The scarab also pushed his dung ball backwards, representing Kepri pushing the sun across the sky, just like he pushed the dung. Everything they said they had symbolically had understanding for it. Was nothing wasted. Okay? Here you go. Oh yeah, no, Kepri. The man with the scarab here, that's Kepri. Kepri is also recognized as the baby. Why? Babies come out crawling. Kepri's on all fours. The question, what starts out on 4, goes to 2, and it ends up on 3. We about to go through that phrase right now. It's life. But we're going to give it to the sun. We call it the Ra's 3 phases, okay? Ra in the sun. Rise is the baby. Kepri, scarab beetle, 4 legs. At noon, he become a bad man while he's in his prime. Like most young men, we get real boastful. We in our prime. We got that few years running where everything is real about me. Yeah, at high noon, that's Ra, at his full potential, at his highest point. And what everybody do? Bow down. At 12 o'clock, we still take lunch breaks. So that's how long they've been respecting Ra at high noon, at his highest point. As a Mason, we ask the question, how goes the hour? High noon. All right, here we go. Ra is prime, stands tall, and everybody bows down to Ra at high noon. Now, after that, he become attuned. Is the third phrase. That's old life. When old men get old, they what? They get a cane, they get a walking stick. Most old men, I can't wait to get my walking stick. I ain't looking forward to it, but yeah, I want mine. Why? It symbolizes old age. Okay, that third stick, that third leg you need to walk, because the other 2 you've been walking on for so long, they need a little help. So you get your third one, the stick, a walking stick for a reason. All right, here you go. Now you got, next one is Ra in his prime is at his strongest point. That's, I just told you, high noon. Lunch break, worship, whatever you want to call it, but high noon, everything ceased in respect and honor of Ra. In Masonry, we got a thing we do like this called astonishment. I know where it comes from now. That sunshine, that white limestone on the pyramid, you ain't looking at it without covering your eyes. So that's, I know we got that from too, Masonic guys. All right? Oh yeah. Today, okay, we did that. Okay. We all know the sun, Ra, is a gift from God for order for Earth to survive. A fraction of an inch away from or 2, it won't work. So we got Maya. I just did the lesson about Maya, that order. The order of having the sun at the right distance and Earth at the right distance for everything to work consistently, self-propel itself for millions of years. That's order. That's Maya. Little tidbit there. Here you go. That's why we give respect to the sun. They named it Ra. Not that it was God. They respected it because they knew the importance of it and their survival depended on it. So they paid it much respect. We take it for granted. It's okay. He don't care. He gonna shine anyway. He gonna be back tomorrow doing what he do, whether you with him or not. Okay. Here you go. Atum. He's the one in the sunset. He's at his weakest point when he's going down into the underworld or going down to where he got to do what he got to do in the darkness. Why? He brings the light. Because he's not up here shining in the underworld, he's still shining. So him and the prophets gonna go at it. It's another lesson. I keep going, but I love that story. All right, here you go. Atun Ra, a.k.a. the old man in the west, the dead zone, sunset. They know everything. They buried their dead in the west. Wow, they know that's in. You go from the east to west, you get to the west, that's in. All right. The sunset is like our life. The back nine, the 18th hole, whatever, yeah, down that road, yeah, that's what sunset is. He done lived a good life, got into his prime, came out, born, got into his prime, now he done lived, now he going down. But he will be resurrected again. Will you? That's the concept, to live Maya, so that when this life is over, you'll be resurrected in spirit and go on conception. All right? All right. Life is a gift. We want to hold on to it for as long as we can. Why? We like this. Well, some people, if your life is full of joy and happiness, you don't want to give it up. If your life, you live in misery, you live in hope and despair, wishing it changed, hoping somebody come and rescue you, it's going to be a long, miserable thing. Get with the movement. Become knowledgeable of self and enjoy your life. Change your life first. Right? That's what they do. All right, here you go. Where we at? All right, but the phrase, linger long and die you must. If I got to die, all human beings that's born into this world have to die. We can be resurrected. That's how they made the concept. Dying ain't the end all be all if you have knowledge and you're spiritually awakened. We talk about that all the time. If you scared to die, religious people scared of going to hell. Spiritual people been through hell. You can't scare me with that. Hope you understand. All right, here you go. We, like a tomb, will fight to the end for our life to live. We gonna struggle. Anybody in a situation, you fight to your last breath. But when you're going down, oh, it's going down. You will linger along, but you must. That's the phase of life. Or to get to the next phase, you got to lead this one. I'm just saying. All right, here we go. I'm about to wrap it up. I appreciate you tuning in. This little quick lesson for you. Hope you enjoyed it. All right, here you go. From 4 to 2 to 3, youth, prime, old age. That's the phase of life. Okay, get with it. Capri, the scarab, pushes the rod, the sun disc across the sky like a ball of dung, like he carried his kids. Push it, but he go backwards. That's another thing. Capri gives way to Rod from baby to youth. Now Rod takes over at high noon. He's on his own. He can stand on his own. Okay, he's good to go, and he does his thing. And when he goes down, Rod is in the prime at high noon. Full intensity. Everything is full tilt. The earth is getting heated up. We take the temperature at 12 o'clock. The temperature is different than at 5, 6 o'clock, or 3, 2. So it makes a difference. Even when we're tracking it today, ain't nothing changed. Nature don't care about man. Man should respect nature more. All right, here you go. We're about done. Rod gives way to a tomb, which is old age. Dying, going into that peaceful resting place where we do every day we go to sleep. You prepare. I tell you, going to sleep is prepared for death. But if you scared that this life is so precious, no, it ain't. It really ain't. It's an illusion. Don't get too attached to it because it ain't going to last for so long. Get in tune with your spirit. It can last for eternity. Okay? Energy, frequency, and vibration. That's what you're made of. You can't destroy it. It just can be replaced. Okay? Last one. The cycle of Capri, Ra, and Atum is actually the cycle of life. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. You know who you are.